And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, in today's video, as always, going to be going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. That of course includes the big Liverpool news that could affect the title race. Yes, a big pivotal moment that could affect the title race. We'll get to that in a moment, but let's first start with the Sven-Göran Eriksson story. Yes, Liverpool are delighted to confirm that Sven-Göran Eriksson will be a part of the LFC Legends management team for the game against Ajax Legends at Anfield on the 23rd of March. The former England boss will join a dugout of LFC greats, including Ian Rush, John Barnes and John Aldridge for the annual LFC Foundation charity match. All connected with the club and LFC fan Sven and his family to Anfield, and seeing him in the dugout on the day for a fantastic fundraising occasion. The first squad players have already been announced and include Istanbul hero goalkeeper Jerzy Dudek and fellow shot stopper Sander Westfold. Defenders Martin Skrtel, Fabio Aurelio and Gregory Vignal are also confirmed, and Dribbio Cisse will be among the attacking options alongside former Reds and Ajax forward Ryan Babel, who will feature for both sides during the game. 100% of the proceeds raised for the fixture presented by the XA Club's official training partner will support the work of the LFC Foundation and its charity partners. LFC Foundation, two previous legend matches against Manchester United and Glasgow Celtic, raised an incredible £1.5 million, which is now supporting vital work across the Liverpool City region and beyond. LFC Legend players will be announced in the coming weeks ahead of the game, which is brought to you in association with Forever Reds. Keep an eye out across our channel to find out which legends will be taking part. Very, very good, classy act there for Liverpool. Of course, we did hear about the heartbreaking news that is with regards to Sven-Göran Eriksson. So to be able to do that and to be able to give him that sort of wish to manage Liverpool is absolutely fantastic to see, and always makes me super proud to be a Liverpool supporter. So yeah, great news on that front with regards to the LFC Legends match. But moving on from that, guys, of course we are in the midst of a title race. I know some people would say it's still fairly early to say. However, from my experience of watching football, we are in the midst of a title race, and there's not a lot that we can do, of course, for us for it to be unravelled. So, of course, we need to keep winning all our games. The next one for us, of course, being against Brentford this weekend, and there has been some huge news that could affect our title race, with players coming back and some players still remaining absent. So yes, Jurgen Klopp has had to navigate waves of injuries throughout the season so far, and after the flu hit members of the squad, let's take a look at the current list of doubts and absentees. The Reds have had another rare 7 days between one game and the next, with no midweek match to navigate before the Saturday lunchtime trip to Brentford. It will be a great relief of Klopp that he doesn't have to consider another 90 minutes during the week, as he has been hit with another unwelcome list of absentees in recent games. Thankfully, both Joe Gomez and Alisson were fit to return to training on Tuesday and will be in contention for the weekend after missing their win over Burnley due to flu. Klopp explained that Gomez had been expected to be involved at Anfield, but still had a temperature and was sent home. It looks promising that the illness has not spread beyond him and Alisson. Ibrahim Konate will return from suspension in another piece of good news for the Reds, while Conor Bradley has now rejoined the team after missing the last 2 games. Trent Alexander-Arnold, on the other hand, was one of the latest to be cast into doubt, having been withdrawn at half-time on Saturday after discomfort in the same knee that forced him to miss 3 games. Same area in the knee, nothing really bad, but he felt it again, Klopp explained. Perhaps he was rushed back too soon, and with Gomez to be fit and ready for Brentford, the club may play it safe. Ryan Gravenberch, meanwhile, was unable to be called up from the bench against Burnley, as before the game he felt his groin, but took part in training to allay any concerns. This is the Liverpool injury list as it stands. Joe Gomez back in training, Alisson back in training, Mohamed Salah back in training, Conor Bradley back in training, Ryan Gravenberch back in training, Trent Alexander-Arnold currently has a knee issue, Dominik Szoboszlai a hamstring issue, Thiago a hamstring issue, Stefan Bajcetic a musculoskeletal issue, Ben Doak MCL, Joel Matip ACL. Mohamed Salah is rarely on the injury list, but his hamstring strain from AFCON kept him out of 8 games, though his absence now looks set to end. This, of course, guys, is some huge news for us. Having all these players actually returns does bolster our squad a lot. We have managed to get through the hard bit, I think, in my personal opinion, over that January period, but to see this list of names being added back and coming back to the squad is a huge boost and could bolster our title chances going forward. So yeah, super happy to hear that positive news, super happy to be able to talk about this positive news with you, but of course big Liverpool news that will affect the title race proceedings, but a positive on that note. Obviously, Dom Szoboszlai, Trent Alexander-Arnold, those kind of situations doesn't look as good. However, considering what our list of injuries was like going into the Burnley game and suspensions and all the rest of it, it looks a lot better now, having all those players return back to training. But as stated, guys, yes, we are in action against Brentford this weekend. Again, another tough test. Of course, every game in the Premier League at this moment in time is a tough test. And Brentford, again, Brentford haven't had a bad season, currently sitting 14th, a place where we would all probably expect them to. Did get back to winning ways, again, as they beat Wolves 2-0 last weekend. Prior to that, they were sort of winless, but that could be expected because they were against Manchester City and Tottenham. However, if you look at their form over the sort of season, if you like, it has been very patchy. It's been very, red, green, red, green in terms of wins and losses. Wins have come far and few between. They either usually lose games or win games. That's literally it. There's no in-between with them. If you actually look at their previous matches, their last draw of a match came all the way back in the end of September when they drew against Nottingham Forest. So not a side that draw often. They're either a side that either lose or win. So yeah, hopefully they do lose this weekend. But of course, sitting 14th at this moment in time, we're currently top of the table, and if you're looking at all the other sort of sides in the title race at this moment in time, Arsenal got a tough trip to Burnley, and then of course I think City have got Chelsea, so here's hoping Chelsea can do us a favour. They've took points off some of the big teams so far this season and actually did take points off Manchester City a bit earlier on in the campaign. So here's hoping Chelsea can do us a favour. I'm more worried about Manchester City than Arsenal at this moment in time. But yeah, hopefully Chelsea can do us a favour. But we got to focus on our own garden and make sure that we win this game, of course, against Brentford. But Liverpool fans, do let me know your thoughts on all of the injury state of play at this moment in time. Positive news, are you happy with it? And yeah, let me know your score predictions for this weekend against Brentford down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Push.